Alright, hey everybody, Fallyer 9600. Today we're going to be playing some more Fallout New Vegas. So in the last episode, we were arisen as J.K. Rowling. And no G, because copyright. Fuck you. So, why do we have the name of a girl? Well, it's because we are one. A typical seductress with no clothes on. So, yay. That may not make sense to you if you didn't watch the last episode, but let's just talk to Dr. Mitchell.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
I think of kick.
House.
I've actually had a lot of growing since the last time I played this opening part, so, renovate.
Night.
Night. Probably silencer.
Bandit.
Bandit. Crush. No, not that kind of crush. Let's see. Swiss cheese.
Light.
Light is inspiration. I've never seen that before. Dark.
Mother.
Human shield, motherfuckers. Human motherfucking shield. Did you mean that as motherfucker, as in mother? Let's not talk about it.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one.
Conflict just ain't my nature. That is probably going to be terribly desynced in editing. So, I'm going to answer these as honestly as possible. Conflict just ain't in my nature. Disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly disagree.
I'm always
Strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
No opinion.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
I don't know what a shadow in a door frame. Like, I don't see that. I'm gonna go with a broken chain.
Okay. How about this one?
Honestly, this one to me has always looked like a girl standing with a shadow. But by far my favorite answer for this is I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. And the fact that they added that into this game just makes me love it so much more.
Last one.
Two bears high-fiving. No, I really think it's a bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay, so this is basically time consuming. I mean, you've always got to add that little quirky part to Fallout New Vegas, but in the end you get to redo your stats. So we're gonna go with guns. Let's see, what do we have? We don't need medicine, repair, or science, so let's go with guns, speech, and lockpick. Alright, so let's get up.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. You got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality.
Ain't like I expect you to find out his family history to get shot in the head. I love that. So here is also, well, this is a new introduction to Fallout New Vegas. Traits, where you get to pick up to 2 or none. A lot of the traits have a bunch of different things they can actually do. I can't run through them all now, but I may be able to in the future. So I'm just going to play this game as if most of you have heard of what I'm talking about when it comes to traits like this. I'll still explain the ones that we get through leveling up, but for now, let's go with 4 eyes and... because I wear glasses, so I usually go with 4 eyes and good-natured, but lately I've been going with 4 eyes and trigger discipline, so let's go with that.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay, so explaining the 2 traits I just picked up, you may have been able to read trigger discipline as it was happening, but what it actually does is... wait, let's get some glasses, because otherwise my perception is going to be shot. What it is, it basically... I was explaining trigger discipline. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know what just happened there. My voice, it just, like, didn't want to say anything. So, trigger discipline makes you fire 20% slower, but you are also 20% more accurate. So, it's a pretty good trade-off unless you like using machine guns. For the most part, I prefer being more accurate. And finally, Four Eyes, the perk, or the other one I just picked. As long as I'm wearing glasses, I have 6 perception, and if I'm not, I have 4. So, yay.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
So that's a little line of dialogue I've never seen. Something that really encouraged me to play as a girl is because there are a few lines that are very male specific. And since I've never played through the entire game as a girl before, I've always wanted to see different dialogues like that. So this will be a new experience for the both of us. So everything we just got there is pretty much useless. You'll see why in a second. But you may have noticed that some of the stuff that we got was specific to the stats that we had picked as our picked as our tag skills. So since I picked lockpick, I got some bobby pins for lockpicking, and since I picked guns, I got a 9mm pistol, and then medicine, I got a few stim packs. So, depending on whatever you used, you can get an early game item if you like using that kind of item. It is kind of useless if you pick guns, though, because you get one of the most common weapons in the game right off the bat. So, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you really want to, then yeah, but it's a nice little early start. Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Okay, so once again, another new thing introduced to Fallout New Vegas that I will read in depth in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.